What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the #1 show in cryptocurrency. My name is Jake Gagan, alongside
Rodney I. Guys, remember, if you're just tuning in, make sure you like this post, repost this post. If you're watching this over on X, make sure to tag your favorite meme coin. And if you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe, and share it.
Do all that good shit, guys.
Yeah.
It's Friday, so the boys are looking fresh. We put on our party shirts. Although the crypto markets are dumping, there will be a time when we're wearing the party shirts. The boys are looking fresh, having fun. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. We got Jayhawk in the house. We got Bud Yeti here. We got Obaid Akhtar. What's up, brother? How you doing? Today, help Jake fix his membership logos. They plain as hell. It's Friday. You already talking shit? It ain't even 11 o'clock yet.
Damn, boy.
We start off the stream every day by saying good morning, Hovey. Welcome, guys. Rigged is here. Bobak is here. But we do start off every morning stream with a nice sip of Celsius. Got to get one of these in.
Pass it over here.
You want some Celsius?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. I want
right.
some Celsius. Pass it over here, bro.
What's up, Crypto Rhino? How you doing?
We should shotgun one.
And then also our favorite thing to do. Let's go wide shot for this one. A little Zinachino right here, upper decky.
Lower decky?
We don't.
Decky
I go upper always. We don't always encourage nicotine use, but you like to throw, huh?
We have a crazy story about this morning. We'll get to that a little later, but
we might have to start off with that. LOL says Jake G over Aaron Judge. I would agree. Let's get to this money. And guys, even when the markets are dipping, there is still ways to make money. We do love a nice Zin. Let's tell the Zin story today. So
okay, so
we go ahead.
So it's after training, right? And Jake and I are running out of Zins. Now there's a big Zin shortage here in Tampa, but there's one gas station that has like all the flavors, which is hard to find.
Don't dox it. Don't give away our secret.
I won't.
Don't give it away.
I mean, it doesn't matter. They're going to be limited to 2 because they limit people to 2 Zins per day. I mean, we could just come in later, I guess. But anyways, so we're finished training with our coach back here, Brandon. Shout out to Brandon back there. And we get an Uber to get some Zins. This lady doesn't speak English at all. And the goal was to get to the gas station. I'm already doxing it. And then to come back to our place. She like literally just passes. Could we put 2 stops? She passes the gas station, does like a full circle around. We're trying to tell her like, hey, stop. She doesn't speak English. Jake's using Google Translate. It's a shit show. I'm cracking up in the back seat. We end up getting out and just walking to the place and getting an Uber back. But
10-minute walk.
Frustrating.
Yeah, here's the thing. And look, I think that everyone should be allowed to come into any country that they want, right? Yeah. I've been a visitor in many countries. I was in Bali. I was in Israel. I don't really speak too much of that language. And this lady was from Cuba. She spoke no English, but like she passed the gas, like she goes to the gas station. I go left. I'm like, go left, right? Like at a bare minimum, if you're driving Uber, you should understand stop, straight, left, and right? Yeah,
she wasn't having it.
And I go left. So she doesn't go left into the gas station. She goes on the main road, and I say stop. She keeps driving. I go alto. She slams on the brakes on a fucking freeway. I was like, now go left. Go into Chevron.
Nope.
And because we were close to the gas station, it already was rerouting us home. And she was like, dude, she just kept going. I'm like, left. Like, I don't know how many times I said go left.
Yeah.
She drove about a mile away. And then she finally, Ronnie just canceled the ride.
Yeah. Just get out. Just hop out. We'll walk. It's not a big deal. But it was just frustrating. Like, just if they spoke English, she'd be able to understand us a little more. Like, hey, stop at the gas station. Let us pick up some Zins. Anyways, we're past that. We're done.
We got our Zins now.
Zins.
Like, if you guys know how nicotine works, like you kind of get a little bit antsy when you don't get the nicotine in the system. So I was a little bit pissed. We got our Zins. It's Fridays. Let's take a quick look at the cryptocurrency markets today,
Send it, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen. So first off, let's go ahead and look at it. All right, so crypto, kind of where we were at 2 days ago. I mean, so yesterday on Thursday, we went up to about a $2.2 trillion market cap, up about 3% of the day. Yeah. Now we're down about 3% of the day. So we're back at where we were earlier this week. $58,500 Bitcoin.
Womp womp.
Ethereum down below 2,500. BNB down significantly to 528. It was at 550 2 days ago. Yeah. Solana was at 157 on Tuesday. Now we're at 134. A 134 Solana for me. I'm long Solana. I like Solana. This is a good time to enter into Solana for me personally. Dogecoin down below 10 cents at a $14 billion market cap.
No.
XRP at 55 cents. Tron, the only green in the top 9. Look at that. The only green in the top 9 is Tron. It's up 1.41% on the week. Obviously, they revived and kind of started their meme coin ecosystem, Sun Pump. So I think that's probably why. Look at Telegram, though. Everything down. Bitcoin down 4%. Ethereum down 7%. Solana down 6%. The Ton coin, which is the native token for Telegram, if you will, down 18% on the week. Cardano down 9% on the week after Charles Hoskinson goes missing. He was going camping for about 4 days or hiking some mountains. Avalanche also taking a huge hit, down 14% on the week. Shiba Inu around an $8 billion market cap. So Pepe's all-time high of 7.4 billion is almost where Shiba Inu was at today, which is kind of wild.
Yeah.
And then how is our favorite meme coin, one of our favorite meme coin, Pepe, holding up? It actually flipped Aptos again. Okay, so Pepe has flipped Aptos. Pepe is now a top 25 cryptocurrency project in the world today.
Love to see it. Love to see
we also
it.
need to take a look at our favorite meme coins as well. We just went through the top 3. Dog with Hat has fallen below a $1.5 billion market cap. Bonk trading around a $1.2 billion market cap. Floki, 1.16. Bread on Base at a $780 million market cap. Still the number 75 cryptocurrency project in the world. Mcoin, $312 million. We had them on a space around a $200 million market cap. Shortly after that, it ran all the way up to all-time highs at an $800 million market cap.
Coincidence? Or
I'm getting ready to put
bullish?
more. I am long. I like to tell everybody when I purchase tokens and I'm partnered with tokens. I'm not partnered with MOG. I do own MOG. I'm long on MOG. And I do believe that I'm getting ready to put more money into MOG, a top 150 token.
Yeah.
Sundog, holding up strong. Holding
Yeah.
up strong on Tron, $233 million. Sundog up 22% on the week while most other tokens are down. Turbo Day coming. It is $230 million. Ponke still holding above 150. Giga Chad still holding above 150 million, a top 250 token. The Trump token, the MAGA meme coin, is at 141 million. And then Nero was up here a while ago. Where was Nero?
What happened to Nero? Massive dump. Then
Where is it?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Pepe Forks above Nero. Oh,
Wow.
Nero dumping to 57 million. Wow. Big retracement. Big retracement.
Down 55% on the week. Nero being hit probably one of the hardest. Is this pork?
Yeah, it's Pepe. Where's Polly? It's up 94% on the week.
94% on the week.
Wow. I had some Pepe Fork. I'm just going to hold it till dust. But yeah, it's been kind of disappointing, right?
And then Sneck as well, rounding at the top 500. Look at Pepe. 51 million. So look at this, guys. Every meme coin is down. I just tweeted out a couple seconds ago. Let's see if we can find that real quick.
Blood in the streets. But Jake, we always talk about this and it's an important lesson. I think that, green candles cause a lot of FOMO. People want to buy red candles. People freak out. They want to sell everything. But like, this is kind of where you want to be. If you have some favorite meme coins, maybe you missed the pump. Maybe you missed the pump on some of your favorite altcoins. This is where you want to be to scoop up some of these dips for sure.
Look at this. I said meme coins are getting slaughtered. Slaughtered today. There's no way around that. But for me personally, a lot of the tokens that I talked about, I am long on a lot of my positions. Yes, meme coins are getting slaughtered, but I do believe that meme coins will make a comeback back up.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Lucas. This is my buddy. He said, shout out Jake.
Hey,
here.
Luke.
Oh, I just doxed you. Sorry, I said your name. He put L. This is my good buddy. We've known each other for what? 28 years, 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah, we've known each other for a long time.
Met Lucas one time. Good dude.
No, different Lucas.
Oh, shit. Never
Yeah,
mind.
so his grandma, this kid's grandma was actually friends with my grandma.
Wow. Okay. So
And then my mom and his mom grew up together. And then obviously we grew up together. My brother had a big crush on his sister for the longest time.
Wow.
Longest time. I think she's married now, right? Didn't she get married? I think she got married. So what up, Lucas? LOL. Now we know who you are. Yo, good morning, Jake and Rodney. 2 legends in the space. What's up, Samuel Inu?
Sammy, what's up, brother?
Good to see you. Top 25. I think Hovey's talking about Pepe. We need an altcoin run. Let's talk about that, Jayhawk. Let's have a serious conversation about that. Because back in 2021, we saw Bitcoin run and then we saw altcoins go to all-time highs. I figured that this cycle was going to be a little bit different because of the attention that meme coins had back in 2021, 2022, 2023. But in 2024, we saw Bitcoin hit an all-time high. We saw one altcoin hit an all-time high.
BNB, right?
It goes by the name of BNB. That's probably because CZ Binance, the owner of about 40% of that, was put into prison. He couldn't sell.
Yeah.
So that thing pumped. I'm just saying. But we saw the meme coins really have a super cycle back in late 2023 and early 2024.
Yeah.
I personally believe that altcoins are due for a run. I think that altcoins are due for a run. I think that we will see all-time highs for a lot of our favorite altcoins. It just hasn't happened yet, Rodney.
Yeah, it's interesting to see altcoins lagging behind, especially, last run. People were just big on them. And the real reason why some altcoins are running are doing well, like Avalanche did pretty well, started to run with Bitcoin, Cardano for a little bit. Obviously most recently Tron. That's because of meme coins, right? People have to buy the native coin to buy the meme coin. So meme coins holding up a lot of these ecosystems. But yeah, altcoins kind of lagging behind. I do think they're going to run once retail gets into crypto. The truth is, Jake, ain't nobody really. It's all recycled money. We don't have a lot of new money in crypto just yet.
Exactly. Yeah. So guys, if you haven't yet, make sure to retweet this video. If you are here on X, we have over 1,000 people with us before 10 minutes into the stream, which is incredible. If you're on YouTube, just smash that like button. It's free to do. It helps share this. This is the #1 show in cryptocurrency. And Rodney, we've been consistent. 5 days since we started the show. We've streamed every day. at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do you ever think there's going to be a day where we miss? I don't know.
Absolutely not. So this is what the plan was. This is why we're in Tampa. We wanted to be together, do some work together. We've been traveling. Pause. This magic moment. A little bit of bromance going on, but yeah, I mean, we've been talking about it for the last couple of years. We did a lot of live streams like remotely, but in person is where you want to be. Yeah, we're going to be consistent. As long as you guys show up, watch us, hang out with us, and we're just going to keep growing, right? Jake G and Rodney R be growing.
We're in the fucking trenches, Crypto Chew.
The trenches.
We've been in the trenches. I mean, I've been in the trenches on Solana with Designer Panda for a while, but yeah, we really have been in the trenches for about 4 years. I like the trenches. I like to be in the fucking thick of it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think I was talking to a developer the other day, and he was like, you know what? You do a good job of like connecting with people, being professional, but also understanding meme coins. I'm like, yeah, I'm just a degen that was put into a professional body.
Yeah. Well, what's important about meme coins is that like you can still be a degen and like be knowledgeable about the rest of the cryptocurrency space. And I think that's where you want to be right now. The truth is meme coins are the most exciting thing. It is what I don't make the rules. It is what it is, right? Bitcoin or meme coins. That's what's going on right now.
Yep. Grind Time says, good morning, fellas. Hope the Tampa life is treating you well, fellas.
Oh, we love it.
Have any favorite cuisine spots you all hit up yet? Like the Colombian? I've been in the Colombian a lot. It's a staple here in Tampa. I got to take you to the one in Ybor City. Beautifully done. Great food. What do they have? Not paninis. What do they have? Cubans. Yeah, Cubans. Colombians have good Cubans. A lot of Cubans here. I like Cubans. I love Cubans. But if they're Uber driving, just a little English. A little English doesn't hurt nobody.
Yeah, I mean, every restaurant I've been to so far has been good. We had an omelet yesterday that was insane. We had steak last night, which is top tier. So a lot of good places to eat out here, but I would expect that from a nice city like Tampa for sure.
DeFi Gravity says, I just grabbed a couple of memes. What memes did you grab, DeFi Gravity? I think it's a good time to segue into our next segment, which are some of our top meme coins.
Let's go.
That we like to cover here on this channel. So we have Pepe, like we said, $3.13 billion market cap, 280,000 holders, surprisingly only doing $2 million in 24-hour trading volume.
Yeah, on chain, I think.
On the decentralized side of things.
Yeah.
So obviously it's available on a lot of exchanges, but still a little bit of volume. I mean, look at that. This is compared to Bull, which launched 7 days ago, doing $1.83 million in 24-hour trading volume. Facing its first 2 red days, really, for Bull. Some people have sold off. I bought into Bull. I haven't sold a single token. I am long on Bull. I think this is going to be a good project, but not really, and I think that like this chart still looks healthy.
Yeah.
Hopefully the markets turn around. I'm not really too bullish on the markets turning around this weekend. What I've seen in recent years, it's the summertime. A lot of people are out, especially like rich people. They're not on their computers buying meme coins and putting money in. A lot of them are out in the Hamptons, partying with a bunch of strippers. Like that's kind of what they do. So I don't want to say I'm too bullish on what's going to be happening this weekend in crypto.
Yeah. Historically summers have been kind of dead. Usually when we start getting over to 2021, we had a nice little pump in May, right? Big dump, big pump. And then we saw all-time highs. Usually, fall, early winter are pretty good for crypto, so it could be a lot of sideways trading action. It could be a lot of boringness in the markets, but I like to say all the time, Jake, the truth is like a lot of people don't have a ton of money to ape into crypto all at once. A lot of people, have a job where they get paid, twice a month, bi-weekly. And it's a perfect time for people to dollar cost average into their favorite cryptos at a discount. So a little bit of sideways action isn't bad.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and pull up my chart one more time. And this is a close look at Nero.
Wow.
So from 0 on the 27th to what date was this? The 7th of August. About 10 days, right? 11 days, give or take. So 10 days, 11 days, up to 300 million, down to 57 million. Look, I like this project, but I got to say, since August 24th, things have not been looking too good for Nero.
Damn Jeets.
6 straight red days. And who knows? I've worked with a lot of tokens where you give a lot of like this is where supply control could be bad because obviously we already sold the Nero dev team has cashed out $9 million, right? Yeah. But what about the influencers and the KOLs and the advisors that hold it? You think that they're still holding it right now? Because this looks like a lot of sell pressure, and a lot of these people, they partnered on the way up, right? Not everybody partnered and started working with this token on July 27th, right?
Yeah.
Some people partnered at the all-time high. And when they get paid, let's just say they get $10,000 to partner with this project, and it's worth $10,000 here. It's now worth $2,000, and there could be a lot of sell pressure internally from the people working with the project.
Yeah, a lot of people may be up. A lot of people got in early to Nero, and they're probably wanting to take some profits. What we've noticed, and it's been a thing since always, is that Bitcoin moves a little bit. Some altcoins move a little bit. Then we see meme coins like move a lot of volatility. But again, you know, if you believe in the project, you believe in the long-term vision, and you believe in maybe what they got going on for them, it's probably a good time to scoop up your favorite place. But you just never know with meme coins. I mean, how many times have we seen meme coins do really well? There's a little bit of a dead period or red days, and they just never recover, like all the time.
All the time. Yeah. So yeah, when it comes to Nero, 57 million. I think I made my first video right around here. I think it was like a $55 million market cap. It ran all the way up to 300 million. That's why taking profits is always so important.
So important.
Like, let's just say you got in at 55 million. It goes up to 300 million. You 6x your money, right? And you know, everyone always wants, they don't want a 6x. They want a 60x.
What's wrong with a 3x? What's wrong with a 6x? Nothing.
That's why I always preach just taking out your initial and some, you know, like let's just say I put in $10,000 to Nero here and it turned into 60K.
Yeah.
What's wrong with taking out 25, 30K and letting the rest ride?
Nothing at all. I mean, nothing at all. I think that it helps you sleep better at night too, knowing that you put a little bit of something in a meme coin, it did well. You take a little bit of your, you take your initial out plus a little bit, you always win. There's no way you can lose that trade now because you have something going in there. And then you can leave a little moon bag in the rare event that it does do 1,000x or 100x or something like that, especially at a higher market cap size. Very, not really probable that would happen.
Absolutely. Here's a look at Brett on base as well. Nice. $786 million market cap for Brett on base. I would love to see Brett get back over a $1 billion market cap. As most of you guys know, I am partnered with Brett. I'm long on Brett. This is a token that I hold and I'm very bullish on. But Brett, $786 million. Let's just take a look. I mean, what they've been doing though has been incredible. I mean, this is by far my favorite. It's like the definition of a meme coin. If someone's like, hey, what is a meme coin exactly? I show them Brett on base. Look at all the exchanges they're available on. Bybit, KuCoin, Femex, Gate.io, XT.com, Poloniex. I'm listing off all the big ones. I think there's 32 centralized exchanges. And then for futures trading, Binance futures, Bybit futures, Kraken futures, KuCoin futures, BitGet futures, MEXC futures, Gate.io futures. I want to see Coinbase futures added to the, they have 14. We need an even line here, 3x5s. Excuse me. I would love to see Coinbase futures added. What Coinbase futures has added with? They've added Bonk. They added Pepe. Yeah. Why not a Brett futures on Coinbase?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a problem with Brett futures because it's not spot trading. So it gives people the ability to bet on whether Brett's going to go up or down. I don't know why they haven't done it yet. It's different from a spot listing. I think that eventually when it gets a little crazier in the markets, I think they'll start listing more meme coins, maybe. Definitely Brett. I think you got to list the biggest meme coin on your layer too, right? I feel like that's a layup. And it's for something. So we'll see. But for sure, Brett, you know, in the future, get some sort of futures listings.
Absolutely. And back to my screen here, we have Ponke.
Yeah.
One of our favorite tokens here.
We love Ponke.
We do love Ponke. Another, I mean,
utility
week of red here for Ponke. Yeah. I mean, every meme coin has been in the red, still holding above $150 million market cap. I think it's still a top 250 cryptocurrency project in the world. And as you mentioned, utility, Ponke Swap. Do you think it's just going to be a rebranding of Uniswap? So you can swap, you can snipe, and you also get rewards. It's giving me kind of like pork vibes, like with the rewards.
Yeah. So there's not many like unique things you can do in the DeFi space, to be honest. But I think how they're positioning themselves is to have some sort of use case to maybe get some sort of Coinbase listing, because that's obviously in my opinion, it's the most important listing, because I do think that it's the most important exchange. I think it's the best exchange, just my opinion. It's an American company. I think they're kind of positioning themselves to be more than just a meme coin going forward. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? We all know that no one really cares about use case, but hey man, they're already killing it on the content side. Why not add a little bit of use case? Just hopefully that it's unique in their own way. Now, the big issue I saw with Shiba Swap is that it's still Ethereum based, so you still get charged an arm and a leg, but obviously Ponke Solana, so maybe they have some sort of benefits, maybe staking your tokens, and it has to be beneficial, right? The main issue I've seen with staking protocols is that it costs a lot to like unstake them before your time is up. You get penalized really hard. That's what happened with Hex, and it's just not a good look.
Yep, absolutely. And now I want to take it to a newer token that I've partnered with. As you guys know, I like to always tell you when I've partnered with a project. This is BaseNG. BaseNG is on the Base chain, and I think I made my first video with them.
Yeah,
around a $5 million market cap. I am long on this token. I am partnered, and I did buy in as well after I made my video. You ever make a video and you're like, holy shit, this project has some potential?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes we make a lot of videos in the space, and sometimes you're in the middle of making the video, and you're like, wow, this product's actually really, really good. So yeah, happened a few times.
So I liked it. Currently at an $18 million market cap. I don't know exactly what the all-time high was. I think it was around 100 million back on June 9th. That was, I'm the curse. I am the top.
You're the top signal.
My birthday was June 10th, and everything went to shit after that. Should have taken profits on my birthday. I don't know what I was doing. You know, the top signal was when I had I put out a birthday wallet, and I literally in one day tokens just sent me $85,000.
Wow.
And now they're all worth like 10,000 combined.
Yeah.
So I was a top signal, ladies and gentlemen. I'll admit that on my birthday. June 10th is bearish for cryptocurrency. But Basi, so this was a token. The dog name is Benji. I love this because the actual name of this dog breed is called Basi. That's the it's the actual name.
Wow.
It's the oldest dog in the history. The fucking
Egyptians.
Yeah. Thank you. I was going to say the pyramids or the hieroglyphics.
Walk like an Egyptian.
So here's a quick history about Basi. The Basi history in ancient Egypt dates back thousands of years, where they were revered as companions to the pharaohs and depicted in ancient hieroglyphics. Known for their intelligence and hunting prowess, Basenjis were prized for their ability to assist in tracking and capturing game in the Egyptian desert. So how cool that the base chain launches 2,400 years later, or however long later, and and they it's the perfect name because the actual name of the dog breed is called Basenjis. It's the oldest dog breed in the world. I was sold as soon as I saw it. But it's just good branding too. I mean, good branding, good meme coin, and something very bullish is that they partner with Wintermute, where you've probably heard the name Wintermute before. They are the market maker for Pepe, for WIF, for Bonk.
Really? Okay.
I think for Nero as well. A couple other big tokens in the space. So they're the people, like whenever you want to get listed on the big exchanges like Qcoin, you want to get listed on the big exchanges like Binance, you call Wintermute. So Basi already has that Wintermute partnership. So let's see, what exchanges do we have already for Basi? I don't know if they have it on their website.
Yeah, they should have a few so far.
Partners?
They got to have it on their website. No way they don't. It's not. You can go to CoinMarketCap.
Right here. They have Poloniex, Gate.io, Bitmart, and LBank. So I would imagine that Wintermute probably did their market making for Poloniex. So good partner so far, and they're also giving back to the Basi Shiba charity. So Basi partnered with the Basi Shiba charity in 2024, where all proceeds of merchandise go to help support a noble cause. We like that.
Yeah. And, when it comes to base projects right now, obviously Big Daddy Brett's dominating, but I think it is good to look at some projects that have been chugging along, doing well, still grinding, even though the market is down, because those are projects that are probably going to pump once base gets a little more volume. So it's good to look at big projects that have done good things, good branding on a bunch of exchanges, because obviously that's going to help when the market starts to pick back up.
Absolutely, guys. And now is a good time to ask all of our friends online to retweet this on Twitter. Yes. We only have 15 retweets. 15 retweets. Over 2,000 people have tuned in at some point. Guys, make sure to retweet us on Twitter if you have not yet. Hit that like button on Twitter as well. Drop some comments. We have some alpha. And now, Rodney, I think it's a good time to talk about some cryptocurrency news.
Let's go ahead and segue to the news. I want to talk about this story real quick. If you want to go ahead and share my screen, thank you so much. Check this out. So Justin, Elon Musk wins dismissal of lawsuit claiming he rigged Dogecoin and conducted insider trading. Now, obviously, we know Elon Musk as the Doge father. Doge, if not the most important meme coin in the space, biggest market cap size on every exchange imaginable. And there was a big issue back during those times because a lot of people said that he was doing some sort of insider trading when he was just embracing the memes. That's why we like Elon Musk. He's a big meme guy, right? Obviously, you could buy Tesla merch and stuff like that with Dogecoin, and he got in a little bit of trouble for allegedly doing some sort of insider trading. Obviously, he had that famous, conversation where he talked about how he didn't like the SEC, that they're a bunch of bullies. So it's nice to see this lawsuit being dismissed. And these things take so much time because this lawsuit it happened years ago. So big shout out to Elon Musk for making that happen. Now, check this out. So this is very interesting. So Donald Trump says he will make the United States the crypto capital of the planet if he's elected. That's interesting, right? But yesterday, he also said, right, that he would roll out a comprehensive plan for making crypto the capital, making the U.S. the crypto capital of the planet. Now, this is CNN. They're taking shots at Trump. They're on it. So it says Trump punts on promise to deliver plan to make U.S. crypto capital of the planet. So Donald Trump told his 90 million followers on X that he would lay out a plan to ensure the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet later on Thursday. So obviously, yesterday was Thursday, right? By Thursday evening, after a rally and a town hall in two battleground states, the Republican president nominee had so far punted on his promise to deliver his crypto.
Give him more than a day.
That's what I'm saying. He said he would deliver it that day, though. But yeah, give him more than a day. If it's a comprehensive plan, give the man more than a day. And what I think is that he has advisors, and maybe he was waiting on some sort of plan because obviously he can't be tuned in everywhere. I think that he has people around him, a lot of Republicans, smart people around him that are giving him these ideas.
I don't think he knows too much about crypto.
No, absolutely.
If I have to be honest. Yeah. I mean, like just based off of his speech at the Bitcoin conference where he said, like, I will fire Gary Gensler. He's like, well, they don't like him. Let's say it again. says it again, and then he goes,
Yeah.
the number one rule for Bitcoin is to hold your Bitcoin. Everybody starts going, he's like, how'd I know that? How'd I know that?
Yeah.
But I don't really care if he, like, you can't expect a president
To know
to be
everything.
an expert in every single field,
Yeah.
right? You should expect the president to have good advisors and good cabinet members in every single field who are experts in those fields.
Exactly.
And then ultimately it's up to him to make the decision on it. But I mean, we know his sons are bullish on crypto. You weren't at the Bitcoin conference, but one of my friends, Ian Heinich, he was there. He was in the VIP room. He said all the higher ups at Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, Crypto.com were in the room with him. So as long as he gets some advice from people in the crypto space, I think that crypto is going to be very fine and probably better off under his watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And when it comes to this story, right, his comprehensive crypto plan, a lot of people are saying politicians will say anything they want to get elected. I get it. And I understand that now Kamala's coming out and being pro-crypto. But I'm looking at the last 4 years of what's been happening. Obviously, we had an insane bull run. Crypto hit all-time highs because that's what crypto does. It's a cycle. I don't think it matters who gets elected as president, or whether or not the crypto market's going to pump. I think the ceiling is higher if we get Republicans in office. But I'm not buying what the people that have been fighting against crypto the last 4 years are telling me. They're flipping on being pro-crypto. I guarantee they're not going to be. So yeah, give this man more than a day. But it says earlier on Thursday, the GOP pick pumped up the Trump organization's new crypto platform, which has been rebranded as, quote, the Defiant Ones to, quote, World Liberty Financial. Here's the thing. I trust the Republicans when it comes to cryptocurrency. I think that it's a slow process. I think that a lot of other places in the world are a little more far ahead on crypto than us. But it's one of those things where if you stifle the growth and development of crypto here, people are just going to go offshores, right, or overseas. So I do believe these guys more than I believe the Democrats right now. And yeah, give this guy a little more time. He said he would deliver it yesterday. He's usually a man of his words. I'm sure he'll get that comprehensive plan out. I'd like to see exactly what that means, because I think what a lot of people are really hoping for is just some sort of regulatory guidelines that people know how to operate within, so they don't get hit with fat lawsuits. So that's the Trump news. We'll have to, keep an eye out for that, keep our ears out for that. But it's going to be very, very interesting to see what that plan looks like. Now, the next piece of news, I thought this was interesting. So crypto ATM surge 17x in Australia amid concerns over use by bad actors. So there's been a lot of stories out of Australia lately, but apparently there's been a surge in Bitcoin ATMs. We've seen those around. I've seen those a lot in San Diego, but we've seen a lot more in Australia. And so now they're kind of labeling it as, but TRM Labs has warned about their use in scams, fraud, and crime, because obviously you're not using a centralized exchange. You don't really need to KYC yourself right there. You're just using that ATM. So what do you think about that? Is just this another headline to kind of scare people because you can just use a regular ATM? I guess you have your bank account information on that.
I don't know. I'm not using any crypto ATMs. I've seen them in the gas stations. Like, why would I ever use an ATM to buy Bitcoin or crypto? I would use an exchange. What's the reasoning behind it?
Because you could get cash from somewhere. You could put in your wallet address and then use that cash to send yourself Bitcoin, and it's not trackable because if you just make a non-custodial wallet without information.
So it's mostly for scams then?
It could, or just for privacy. What if you don't want people to know that you're sending yourself, $1,000, $10,000 in Bitcoin to a wallet? What if you just want to be anonymous? It could be used that way. You could steal some money or get cash another way and use it to, convert into Bitcoin to send it to another wallet and stuff like that. But I think this is another like clickbait kind of scary headline for sure.
I think it could be. But yeah, I've seen the Bitcoin ATMs. I mean, I think it's cool.
You never used a Bitcoin ATM before?
Never. Have you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They're pretty sweet. Just bring some cash. I mean, obviously they have little cameras and stuff like that at the ATMs and stuff, but you just bring some cash, enter your wallet address, and it sends the conversion to your
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
well,
sweet.
I'll still pass on Bitcoin ATMs. Not my thing.
They're fine.
What is this thing?
Right. Yeah. I think they're great. It's anonymous, right? Because you don't have to. No exchanges are involved and stuff like that. So if you want a little bit of privacy, obviously they're doing well, maybe with fees or something like that. So the amount of ATMs are surging over in Australia. So Australian gun laws suck, but it looks like they're pretty based on some of these.
Australian people are pretty cool though.
I
like Australian people a lot.
I've never met a not cool Australian person.
No, not yet. They're all fun. They're all like degenerates though. I'm surprised like Memecoins aren't bigger in Australia because they like to party. They like to drink beer. They like to surf. Most Australians, we shouldn't speak for all, but most are pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, and that's where that story came out yesterday where I was talking about how Crypto.com, or was it Crypto.com? Yeah, sent that couple $2 million on accident. and they ended up spending all the money. And
they were probably vibing.
Vibing, bro.
Imagine if you just see two, like you think it's an error, obviously at first, right?
Yeah.
There was like a glitch in Trust Wallet one time where it showed like everyone had like $70 million.
Yeah.
But if I got it should not be illegal to receive $2 million. You know, if they accidentally sent $2 million to the exchange, they would keep that shit.
No, I think they would reverse it. I think so. I mean, they have to, right?
Depends on the exchange.
Yeah,
depends on the exchange.
Yeah, if it's Coinbase or something like that, I could trust them. But if it's like Bitmart or something, I'm just kidding. Bitmart, we like Bitmart.
Rugmart?
No, Bigmart's. They actually reached out to me to do some reposts for some meme coins.
Oh, so now you love them. Oh, they reached out to Rodney. Now he loves them. He used to talk so much shit on Bitmart, and now they reach out to him for some.
I called L-Bank Rug Bank for sure.
I definitely trademarked.
What are your thoughts on these centralized exchanges just randomly listing shit coins?
I think that they get paid. I think that it's a business strategy, and I honestly think like a lot of people give influencers and KOLs a lot of shit, but at the end of the day, it's like these exchanges are also. I mean, like a lot of these exchanges list straight rugs. They don't care.
Oh yeah,
like they do not care as long as they give them 10K or 15K for a listing fee. They're listing everything. So I think that these exchanges should be held accountable too. You know, like not just placing blame on KOLs because they're front facing. It's like these exchanges should be held accountable. Like they should not. They should have a due diligence process like Coinbase does, right? Maybe not as strict, but Bitmart, L-Bank, CoinEx, they just list MEXC. They just list everybody that will give them money.
Yeah, most definitely. And they'll even list things for free. We've seen it many times because they want trading volume, right? It's beneficial to them. If your token is not getting a lot of trading volume and they'll obviously take payment to list them on an exchange. But if it's a popular meme token, they'll just list it because they know that people are going to want to trade it. And that's how they make their money, by trading fees, right?
Absolutely.
The next piece of news, and there's not a lot of news in the market today, guys. It's actually a pretty boring market today, but Bitcoin whales viewed as potential sellers unnerve the crypto market. So when I read this, it was kind of misleading because the Bitcoin whales are pretty much just countries, right? So Bitcoin trails traditional assets in August as the month draws to a close, hampered by ebbing liquidity and lingering worries about the government may sell from their stockpiles of the cryptocurrency. Now, recently we had Germany selling off a ton of Bitcoin, which is probably the worst thing Germany's done in their history, right? Has to be. Has to be.
I don't know. I think that Germany did one thing.
I don't remember.
That was a little bit worse.
Maybe top three.
But, allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out that it was a pretty good sell. Like when you look back, because what was Bitcoin at the time? 55K, 60K?
Yeah. I mean, well, not now. It's still 58. I mean, they had chances to sell at 60,000. But what we did realize after that is they have rules. They can't just hold it. Like they had some sort of rules where they had to sell it. Like
I think the best job in the world is being a government, government agency. It's like you can just like people do bad things. You just seize it and you just dump. You know, like
Thank you.
How much was it? $2 billion.
It was like $3 billion. It was a lot of Bitcoin. But what was crazy about that time is that the market still held up. People were buying it. You know. So check this out. The U.S., China, UK, and Ukraine are potential sources of such disposals, as are creditors receiving tokens from the collapsed Mt. Gox digital asset exchange. Research company Kaiko wrote in a note. That's part of a possible $33 billion overhang of Bitcoin supply, according to the analysis. That's a lot of Bitcoin ready to be dumped. And now, obviously, I think when it comes to some of these countries, they put their interests before holding crypto. Like obviously we're like, why don't you just hold it? But they have rules and laws and regulations put in place where they can't do that. And if they have debts they need to pay or whatever they need to pay, like a few $1 billion is not bad, especially with some of these countries, right? So Kaiko estimated that the U.S. administration holds about 203,000 Bitcoin. It's a lot of Bitcoin, followed by China's 190,000, UK has 61,000, and 46,000 for Ukraine. Government seized tokens in criminal cases, while Ukraine is thought to have received donations to help fund the defense against Russia's. We're donating Bitcoin to Ukraine? I thought it was just our taxpayer dollars. Meanwhile, Mt. Gox has roughly 46,000 of tokens left to distribute, Kaiko said. Here's the thing. I think that even when these guys sell off, I think especially with BlackRock and crypto and all these other money managers in cryptocurrency, I think it's going to be a way for them to buy more Bitcoin on the open market. Right?
I see the simple math right here. The U.S. owns over 11. I don't know if you can see that.
11 billion.
$11 billion worth of Bitcoin the U.S. has. So they obviously saw a future. Like they got into it, they bought a lot or they seized a lot, but haven't really done anything when it comes to helping cryptocurrency here in America.
Yeah.
What's your take on Trump? Do you think that he's actually going to be pro crypto and make America the crypto hub?
I think that Trump is going to deliver on his promises. If he's saying it, obviously he's not too knowledgeable about it. I think it's impossible to be knowledgeable about everything. Can you imagine how his day is? It's probably insane.
Even when he's not the president, he's still meeting with, he's
a businessman.
He's still meeting with Netanyahu and all these different like leaders in the world. People are sending him letters. It was actually interesting when the U.S. pulled out of Afghanistan. There was 13 military members that passed away, right? That were
Yeah.
killed in the withdrawal.
Yeah.
He went
Yeah.
to the funeral in Arlington,
I saw that.
and not President Biden or Kamala. What's up
Interesting.
with that?
Well, he's a man of the people, right? I'm telling you something. If you're in the military, you know, the vast majority are pro-Trump, right? They like Trump. They see him as that kind of guy. And if that's your core audience, you make the time. That matters to people. Just showing up, that matters a lot to people. So yeah, I'm not surprised he would do something like that, and it's good PR.
How about Elon? He had some interesting tweets. I'll pull it up in just a second, so I have all the tweets. But he was going after the Democrats with illegals yesterday, really going hard on Twitter. Going hard on Twitter, saying that the Democrats want as many illegals in because they all vote blue.
Yeah, and absolutely, we'll get into that here right now. But yeah, so that's pretty much the end of like the real important news today is that we could have some governments dumping more Bitcoin pretty much. So could be a big hit piece. I mean, obviously they hold that crypto. It's all on chain, so we know for sure they hold it. And I wouldn't doubt they're going to start dumping. But I do think that people are looking to buy more Bitcoin, load up their bags on the open market. I mean, we saw some guy, just a random Bitcoin whale buy like 1,000 Bitcoin, right? Not too long ago. Yeah. So people are looking to buy some. Yeah. So go ahead and go to your tweets now. Okay,
cool. So this is just Elon Musk's Twitter page, but he's calling is he a president? President Lula of Brazil. Elon is just such a troll. He calls him Dictator de Voldemort, is absolutely trying to destroy democracy in Brazil. They went after SpaceX. Vivek says Kamala's interview last night was a reminder that we're not running against a candidate, we're running against a quote unquote system.
Yeah.
They require a candidate they can control, which means having original ideas is a disqualification. That's exactly why we get Biden, then Kamala, and so on. Elon says exactly. Glenn Greenwald says of all the dangerous and tyrannical attributes of Brazil's Alexandre de Moraes, and the list is very long, the most extreme is how often he doles out grave punishments without any pretense of due process, let alone a trial where guilt is proven. Pure, lawless, tyrant behavior. And this is what happened. Alexandre de Moraes blocks financial accounts of Starlink in Brazil.
Yeah.
All Starlink managers in Brazil have been notified and summoned to address the amounts owed to Brazilian courts by the X, as per a news article there. So I don't know what's happening, but the Brazilian government does not like Elon Musk. Look at him trolling right now. The resemblance is uncanny. I mean, kind of.
What actually. Is he wearing, bro?
He's wearing like a fucking Voldemort.
He didn't have people around him telling him that's not the look.
Yeah, he's going hard on Brazil today. Look at this. TikTok and YouTube, nope. Facebook, Meta, and Threads, nope. X, yep. Kicking the door.
This guy's Elon Musk is so in tune with like the memes.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. But I want to see some of his tweets from yesterday. I mean, this guy's been tweeting a lot. Look at this. What is that? What is that flag?
That is
Venezuela.
Yeah.
British. This is the censorship death thing. Brazil. And it's knocking on the door. Elon, I mean, he really has said that Donald Trump will save democracy, whereas
he's a better option, obviously, right? Yeah, dude, 100%. This is why we saw RFK and Gabbard get behind him, even though you could say like, you know, they're Democrats, traditional Democrats. The Democrats we have now are just way left, right? And it's freaking a lot of people out. Yeah, it's an interesting election. It's a really important election, man. I mean, I think when you watch the news cycle, they're trying to like lull you into sleep. Like, oh, no, it's already called for. No point in getting out. But get your ass out there. You know, I'm not telling you who to vote for, but get your ass out there and make your voice heard for sure.
Exactly. So here is the quote here from Elon Musk. He quote tweeted a tweet from Kamala Harris back in 2017. That's the beautiful thing about tweets is that they live on forever. She said, an undocumented immigrant is not a criminal.
Get out of here, Kamala.
Isn't it illegal to come into America illegally?
Literally, that's crazy. I mean, they will say anything to pander to you guys. I think what's crazy is I grew up in a really poor, highly Democrat. I'm from Southern California, right near the border, Chula Vista, San Isidro, and so many people are under their spell, like they actually give a shit about it. But what we're noticing this cycle, especially the Black community, is waking up. They do not care about us. They never cared about us. They want to stay in power, so they pretend to care about you, right? So yeah, I mean, it's crazy, especially when we know like foreigners who have to work so hard just to get here or exist here on visas and trying to apply for them. And we have people that are landlocked lovers and maybe considering marriage just to get their significant other over here. I'm like, just go drop them off in Mexico and have them run across the border, baby. Get them a 5-star hotel. You know what I mean?
Couple credit cards, $25,000 down payment. Not too bad.
Yeah, an Obama phone. Yeah.
Elon says, please note that this is an actual statement from Kamala. And then he doubles down and says, the U.S. Democratic Party as a whole has a massive incentive to bring in and legalize illegal immigrants as they vote overwhelmingly Democrat. No grand conspiracy theory is needed. The simple incentive of winning elections explains why they won't even deport criminals who assault police officers on camera, because that would mean losing votes. Do you think that Elon Musk is overstepping and maybe exaggerating a little bit? Or do you think this is actually happening in plain sight?
Hell yeah, it's happening. I mean, some states already ruled that you need to have like an actual ID to vote, which is like, imagine having to have an ID to vote for the president of the country that you're in. Imagine like the people arguing about that.
The technology's there. I mean, I told a story on the Twitter space, but I went to go visit my uncle in the hospital.
Yeah.
First thing they did, ID, take a picture to go visit someone at a hospital. So the technology's there. You could have that at every voting machine. Hey, ID to vote, take a picture, go vote. You know, and technology is way better than that. You can have fingerprints.
Yeah.
You could have it on the blockchain, like one vote per person. The mail-in voting is, I think it should be allowed in certain people, but like get your lazy ass off the couch and go vote. I don't trust those mail-in ballots where they just leave it in the middle of the public square.
No.
So many things can go wrong with that.
Yeah, most definitely. Like you should have to vote in person unless you have some sort of special maybe disability or something like that. You're old.
You can't walk.
Something like that.
You can't leave the house. And you want to vote at home.
I don't like it.
Totally fine.
And that's fair to everybody. That's not favoring one side at all. It's fair to everyone. Get out there and prove who you are, who you say you are. Because at this point, I feel like they're doing anything they can do to win.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm actually very, very over the I'm so glad I'm not like a political commentator. I mean, I know it's hot right now, but
polarizing.
It's so toxic, dude, to be in politics. Like that's why I try to stay out of it as much as I can. But we shall see. We have some other news here, and let's see right here. So Solana ETFs have debuted, but not in America. So Solana ETFs have debuted in Brazil. They launched on the Brazilian B3, which is the equivalent of the stock exchange in Brazil. QR Assets Theodore Fleury emphasized Solana's growth potential and security for investors. So Solana ETFs are now live. Do you think that we're going to see Solana ETFs go live here in America?
I think it may be a tough sell right now, because I think right now when it comes to Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're kind of highly favored by the SEC. I remember there was some, it was called the Hinman documents or the Hinman emails, and it was supposed to be some pro XRP thing. But what we did realize is that the SEC before Gary Gensler did favor Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's going to be tough until we get some clear rules and regulations, in my opinion, to get other ETFs in here. So I don't think yet, but in the future for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. And some other news, Kraken adds SHIB, Pepe, and WIF as collateral for futures.
Nice.
Kraken now accepts Shiba Inu, Pepe, and Dog with Hat as futures collateral, sparking talk of a price rally. Great tweet here from Jay Gagan. Who is that guy? Follow that guy on Twitter. But the top meme coins, they might already have Doge, but this is meme coin number 3.
Yeah.
Meme coin number 4 and meme coin number 6 added as collateral for futures. So Kraken's kind of getting into the meme coin space.
Yeah,
I mean, this is a discussion they had off scenes about top meme coins, and they're using these meme coins as collateral now for futures trading.
Yeah, obviously Kraken. First of all, shout out to Mama Sue in the chat. What's up, Mama Sue? But yeah, I mean, obviously Kraken going through with the SEC. I think they're going to move to trial because they're whether they're issuing unregistered securities or whatever. But yeah, I mean, obviously when you think of meme coins are popular. They're part of the culture. It doesn't matter if they have a use case, and exchanges know that. They want to make it so if you want to bet on some meme coins, use them as collateral, you can. Obviously, they say the 3 L's that destroy a man are ladies, liquor, and leverage. So just be very careful out there. But yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that exchanges are jumping on the meme coin train. And I think that as time goes on, even though some people think the meme coin craze is going to die down, I think it's going to get better. I think it's going to get bigger, at least for this run, for sure.
That's my first time hearing that. Ladies, liquor, and leverage. I think 2 of the 3. I'm in the mindset of believing that if you find a good lady, she can actually help you.
I'm just saying chasing women all the time and losing focus of the mission. I mean, you had a good post this morning, right? Focus on your mission, purpose in life. Focus on what's paramount to you, and then people and women will come to you, right? You'll be sought out by women. But yeah, if you're sitting out there, lady liquors and leverage, that'll ruin it, man, pretty much.
Let's play it right here. I got it pulled up. We can
it's
play
pretty
it.
Sweet.
Let's see if it will play with the audio.
Weak men focus on women. Women focus on strong men. Strong men focus on their mission. So focus on yourself until the focus is on you.
Focus on yourself until the focus is on you. I like that, man. I think that's important. So yeah, women, they can be a distraction for a lot of men. A lot of men, they focus their whole lives just on getting women.
Yeah.
Their whole entire day, and whenever they go out, it revolves around getting a girl. And it's like, the girls that you get on a one night stand are not going to be the girls that you really want,
Yeah,
right? The girls that are
exactly.
going to come home and bang you on the first night.
Yeah.
Sure, it's fun. Everyone likes that, but it's not going to be the ones that you really want. Pull up my screen. We got one more piece of news here. So this is a guy that's gotten into the crypto space. 6ix9ine wanted internationally by the Dominican Republic.
Whoa, really?
Dominican Republic issues an international warrant for 6ix9ine over an October 2023 assault case. He faces arrest worldwide.
Wow.
If he doesn't surrender. Let's go ahead and pull him up. He actually just followed me on.
He fled there, right? Didn't he go there?
What's his username? Does anyone know?
I think it's 6ix9ine, right? Just six.
There he is.
I think it's like a six.
So he followed me on Twitter, and I think he's G fucking N. Good night. Tomorrow it begins. I think he's launching a meme coin.
Yeah.
Here it is. Trolley money over Fed. Another rapper launching a meme coin. So far, it hasn't really went well for meme coins here, but interesting. He gonna launch a meme coin. It's gonna be a dog. Looks like it's in real life dog. Trolley in real life. Did it already go live?
I don't know. And it's not promotion for 6ix9ine, but I think it's going to be like another celebrity token. They're probably going to pull a bunch of liquidity. He's been trolling Richard Hart super hard and Sahil.
He just said he scammed Sahil. Look at this. He says Sahil DM'd him. Join in. Let's make shit happen. Let's do a quick test. I'm gonna send over 1K and you do a tweet saying something with Sahil. Execute that and I'll drop you 49K in the wallet. All right, fuck it. We do all same hour, bro. We
got his ass.
So send me shit. Watch what I do with the contract address. Just do a wild video tweet and tag at Villain Monkey. I'll drop the 49K afterwards. Give me 1 hour max. I'm waiting on this side so I can send you the rest 49K and launch tweet once home. Gonna do right before launch. Okay, so like an hour, right? Yee. Bet. Let me get a BJ LMAO. What? Motherfucker, you a clown.
Oh, I got it. Hey, got his ass.
He scammed him?
Yeah, I think he probably received money and I mean, whatever. I mean, obviously Sahil's wrecked a lot of people in this space. He's like the guy. He doesn't give a shit. He trolls people online too. So, there's no honor among thieves. So whatever, who cares?
Yeah, scammers scamming. Magic Johnson says Vice President Kamala Harris was outstanding in her CNN interview tonight. She has a real vision for this country.
First of all, if I ever had a porn name, it would be Magic Johnson for sure. But yeah, who cares what? Shut up and dribble, Magic.
Whoa!
Shut up and dribble.
Whoa, you sound like
no, I'm just kidding.
Dana Bash. Was that the one from Fox News? I don't know if it was Dana Bash. It was someone on Fox News said it to LeBron.
I'm just fucking around. They can have their opinions.
They can have their opinions. Yeah. 100% have your opinions. And I don't care, who you vote for. I think that as long as you're voting, I have people in my family that are voting for Kamala. I have people in my family that are voting for Trump. And yeah, it doesn't affect my relationships with those people, Vote for whoever you want to vote for. If you want to tweet about it, tweet about it. There's no issues with that. But I didn't watch her CNN interview. Did you?
No, because I need to see like a real. I need to see a debate. I need to see questions asked. I need to see her answer questions coherently because she does not. She's the best at like word salad, like unburdened by what was it? A burden. Unburdened by what? I don't even know what it is.
Well, it's we must not be unburdened by what has been. But let's pull it up. I'll find the clip. It'll be pretty geeks.
Yeah, is she black or did we figure out what she is yet?
I actually did see that clip. They asked her that. Donald Trump said that you were not black, and she's like, "Next question, unburdened Kamala." We'll find it.
By what has been. Unburdened. We'll
find a nice little video here.
By what has been.
Let's see. Unburdened. Here it is.
By what has been.
All right, pull up my screen. Actually, I have to unshare it to put on the audio. Let's pull this up. Unburdened. All I did was type in unburdened Kamala.
Unburdened by what has been. What can be. Unburdened by what has been.
What can be. Unburdened by what has been.
What can be. Unburdened by what has been.
What can be.
Unburdened by what has been.
What we can see, what we believe can be. Unburdened by what has been.
What can be. Unburdened by what has been. What can be. Unburdened by what has been.
What can be. Unburdened by what has been.
Who we can be. Unburdened by who we have been.
What can be. Unburdened by what has been.
Where we can be. Unburdened by where we have been. And unburdened by where we are right now.
What can be. Unburdened by.
Yeah. I like it. I mean, it fires me up. It motivates me a little bit, you know,
yeah.
because it's a beautiful message about
Yeah.
what can be
Unburdened.
unburdened by what has been, Rodney. And there has been a lot of bad
Burden.
things happening.
Yeah.
And it's all about the future of what can be. So
Yeah. And if you're unburdened by what can be, then it doesn't matter what has been.
I like the message.
I think it's
I think it's good. I'm motivated right now, and
clear, concise, it makes sense because it's unburdened by what can be.
what can be unburdened, Rodney. Rodney, why are you laughing? Unburdened by what has been.
Unburdened what can be. I don't even remember it, bro.
How do you not remember that? So it's
Auntie, that's Auntie right there.
I might get that tatted on me.
Rastaman.
What can be unburdened by what, like long script quote Kamala Harris.
Down.
A lot of people say she's drinking a lot. Do you think it's true?
Oh, I think she's shit canned every time she goes. Yeah, for sure.
I would be too, though. I would if I'm dude. Like you can see it in her eyes. I mean, look, and I don't blame her. Like that's probably the most like she was literally like placed as president. I don't even know if she wanted to be president. It was just like you're next in line. You're going to be president. You saw it change. Like she was chilling. She was hidden. She didn't do anything. She was the border czar, yes, but not anymore, right? We wormholed that.
Yeah.
And then she was in charge of Ukraine. Maybe started the war. Who knows? But you know, she was just pretty hidden. Like just probably chilling in DC and all these different places on a PJ. And all of a sudden, it's like boom, you're president, and you can see it in her eyes. I mean, it doesn't look like she's enjoying it, but I don't blame her, man. I don't think
it's a lot.
Dude. Like, imagine everyone in the world. They already knew who you were. They already probably didn't like you. Some people did.
Yeah.
But now having these rallies and going out and speaking at the DNC, it's a lot of pressure, you know. And she's a human too. She's like politicians. We like to think of them as like these like robots, kind of. They're human. They're human beings. So like even, you know, all the negative stuff that comes her way, it definitely affects her. It has to affect her.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think they're just regular ass people just like us. And but what I think is that, you know, obviously Joe Biden's health has been declining, so she had to be warming up in the background somewhere for like the last few years. Like, you know, Joe Biden was kind of sharp-ish during the debates last cycle, but way better than he was.
Way better.
Way
and
better.
Even then, when he was debating back in 2020,
Not
I was
bad.
like, he's old. I'm like, he's old, but he definitely put it to Trump a little bit in those debates. Trump came out a little bit hard, but this last debate wasn't close. We have a debate September 10th on ABC News. How do you think that's going to go?
We gotta have a watch party for that. It's gonna be great. We gotta have a watch party.
How do we do it? How can we do a watch party?
We could just get we can have a watch party.
Can we stream it though? Can we actually have it on camera, or do we have to watch it off camera and people watch it and we just give our commentary?
We can watch it here. We can have the video. We can have the video play. We can have like
we can roll it on X.
Yeah,
maybe not YouTube, but just like on X.
We can react to it. Yeah, for
I have YouTube TV. We'll plug it in and we'll watch it live.
Yeah.
How do you think it's going to go?
It depends. I think they're kind of they disagree on like the terms. They need to have a debate though. You know, we'll see what happens. I just think that they need to have some rules. I think the last debate was a good format where they cut Trump off because I do think he can ramble a little much sometimes. I think that was good. Let them have their own space. But I think that I don't know if they both did as good as we thought they did. I don't think Trump did as good as we thought they did. I just think Joe Biden was so bad during the line. He was just senile, right? So. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, they
what's
can
the chat thing? Chat. What do you guys think? Put who you think is going to win the chat, Kamala or Trump? I think it will be a good debate. I mean, from what I've seen though, from her rallies, like Kamala is she's well spoken when she's on script. You know, like in her rallies, I mean, dude, she delivers messages pretty well. She pauses. Like she definitely has a better chance than Biden in the debates, but
for sure.
Anytime that we get a Trump debate, I always think it's pretty comical. You know, I'm always ready to laugh a little bit. He has some good taglines. Even like Biden said something about Medicare like last debate, and Trump was like, I don't even know what he said. I don't think he knows what he said. Like, just funny shit, you know. Yeah. So it'll be interesting. I am ready for for political season to be over. It's just, I mean, it just divides our country.
Someone said she basically got booed off stage last night in Georgia. Really? I'd like to see that. No way.
That's Basements. What's up, Basements? Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
Trump for life, 100,000%, $1,000,000%. Jake G. A Kamala Trump debate is going to be legendary.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
I agree. It should be good.
I just want to hear some, because the thing is, like, they want to they said, we're going to turn the economy around, but it's like the last 4 years we've been running on your policies. So what'll be different this time?
Yeah, it'll be, I mean, dude, it's wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, they both have powerhouses supporting them, right? I mean, for Kamala, she has Steph Curry, and who's the Olympics basketball player, Olympics coach, Magic Johnson. So the basketball community is kind of going towards Kamala. And then what I'm seeing is kind of like the outcasts, right? The Elon Musk, the Tulsi Gabbards, the RFK supporting Trump. Is that kind of what you're seeing? Like, what do you think defines someone that supports Kamala versus someone that defines someone that supports Trump?
I don't know how these people can just look at her record, what she's done in the past, and be okay with her, because there's so much contradictions, there's so much flip-flopping, there's so much just lies and stuff like that. I just think that a lot of these people are really out of touch, and they see the headlines. They're media people. They watch the news. They're kind of stuck in their own little bubble. I think they're just kind of out of touch, even though they're, celebrity. Maybe they come from a place like Magic Johnson. I'm sure they grew up in a weird place, but I think that they're still under the spell of the Democratic Party. We
have Base Hex saying a lot of NBA players are not falling for it. Has LeBron come out and endorse Kamala yet? Because I think he definitely endorsed Biden.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, he definitely endorsed Obama, which I don't think I was old enough to vote back then, but I liked Obama too. I thought he was just a very good president, right? In the way that he talked, the way that he presented himself, like very strong, very polished. I think that's how a president should be.
Yeah.
Even Bush, like I said, guys, I'm only 29, so I wasn't old enough to vote for Bush, but Bush wasn't really the best talker, right?
I thought it was pretty good. Now watch me hit this. What do you say? Now watch me hit this fucking when he's golfing.
I don't think he was the best talker. But it's also tough to talk in front of
kind of dumb sometimes. Yeah.
Millions of people. I mean, there was times that he would like ramble on. CNN. I remember watching that when I was a kid. Like they'd always like show CNN clips of him, stumbling and stuttering his words. But when it comes to Biden, I mean, there were so many mishaps. Trump, I think, is definitely well polished, but he definitely goes off the cuff and he says some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Would you rather have 4 years, what we had from 2016 to 2020, which I thought were great years, right? The economy was booming.
Absolutely, yeah.
There were very little wars, at least no new wars started. But a president saying crazy shit like calling Kim Jong-un the Rocket Man, the little Rocket Man, and my button's bigger.
Fury. Yeah.
Would you take those years that we had, 2016 to 2020, and have a crazy president tweeting stuff that he has?
Yeah.
Or maybe a more calm president, but kind of what happened here in America the last 4 years?
One, I think the media, even though they hate on Trump, really want him to be president because they have endless news. So I think they really do. And to be honest, I felt like we were more respected as a nation because, Trump talked all that shit to like Kim Jong-un, met with him in person, sat down with him, so that's actually a big deal. People respect power. People respect power. They don't respect this fake shit we have going on right now. I like another 4 years of Trump. But this is a good segue here for cryptocurrency. That Crash made a pretty sweet post that I do want to get into before we sign off. I know we're going to be signing off soon. It's really good. And it kind of sums up, especially going into the weekend, what's been going on with the cryptocurrency space. I don't know if you want to pull up my...
Yep, you're live.
Cool. So Crash says, first of all, shout out to Crash. What a crazy space yesterday, right? ETH is down 49% from all-time high. Pepe, 55. Brett, 59. Bonk, 64. Pretty much all these guys are down from the all-time highs.
Look at Dot. Oh, my God.
Yeah, 90.
Oh,
see?
my
88,
God.
88. So all these altcoins are down, right? He says, when times get tough, meme coins are supposed to perform the worst. People keep their safe positions and sell off their risky or less fundamental positions, such as memes first utility.
True.
Therefore, if we can spot the meme coins that don't crumble like typical memes during the time of struggle, we find the unicorns of this cycle. The clearest majors in the meme coin sector this cycle are Pepe and Brett. So that's a nice thing to think about, and show some strength with meme coins.
Yeah, he's a smart guy, man. Crash definitely knows what he's talking about when it comes to cryptocurrency and meme coins. But that hurts, man. Dot down 92%.
Nuts. Yeah.
Polkadot. That was like one of the tokens I was buying the most of during the 2022 bear market. Like I said, all-time high was around $50. I was buying as much Dot as I can at $20, $25. I'm like, this is a steal.
Yep.
Now we're down below $5. Gavin Wood moved on. He helped start. He was a co-founder of Ethereum, started Polkadot to kind of help Ethereum, and just took a hiatus. I'm done. I don't want to be a developer anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Dot survives, man. And that's like one of my largest holdings. And I'm saying that with the hope that it does survive. But I just, when the founder steps aside, yes, he already built the protocol. Yes, it's already built to last. It's already helping Ethereum. It's a good layer 2 blockchain. But I just don't know if it does survive, if I'm being honest, or has as much success as it has in 2021.
Yeah, we've seen that just because something hadn't hit an all-time high during a bull run doesn't mean it's going to happen again. I think we saw that with Litecoin. We saw that with Bitcoin Cash. We've seen it with a lot of different cryptos like that did well in 2017. And in 2021, they pumped, but they didn't hit their all-time highs. So just because something hit an all-time high before doesn't mean it's going to happen again. And what we've seen with a lot of these top altcoins is that they're just they're another layer 1 or a layer 2 or some sort of decentralized exchange. It's pretty much the same, but different. And I think that the reason people don't really care about the tech right now, and I think a lot of these big, these big altcoins that did well in the past, just because they did well then, they're not going to repeat that same success for sure.
Absolutely. I think that's the show, guys. Shout out to Edgar. He said, Rodney Jake, how's my boys doing? Shout out to Kayla, Jayhawk, Princess, Base Hex,
Kayla,
Doe.
we love you, Kayla.
Obide, happy birthday, my brother. Bud Yeti, Crypto Bay, Club Crow, Mel Knox, Rob Sadowski in the house as well, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We did 5 shows this week. The boys are back. We just started our new live streams, working out every day. Live streams every day, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know the markets are slow. They're a little bit boring. We appreciate you still showing up because this is actually when the money is made. So from the bottom of my heart, bottom of Rodney's heart, we appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
And we will be back Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you guys want to get a little bit degenerate, we are going to do a live stream tonight. We're going to have some friends over. We're going to set it up like a little, I don't even know if we're going to talk about crypto at all.
No, we'll just talk about life and stuff. Some things we're going through, women, money, maybe things that were
the 3 L's: liquor, ladies, and leverage.
Yeah,
we're going to be talking about that, and we're just going to drink some wine and have some fun. So I think it's going to be around like 9 or 10 at night tonight, Eastern Standard Time. We're just going to shoot the shit. Come join us. We will be live on X. We might just do it on X so we can curse and talk about everything under the sun.
It's got to be.
But crypto streams will be live 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. So hope you all have a good weekend. Touch grass. Like I said, I don't know how bullish I am on cryptocurrency for this weekend, but crypto will be back, guys. The bull run is here. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Yeah. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Yeah, most definitely. What I want to say, though, guys, go out, touch some grass, touch some ass. Cryptocurrency is crazy. Get out there. Do something fun, okay? Spend time with your friends and family. Hug your loved ones.
We love you. Peace out, everybody. Have a good weekend. See you guys soon. Peace.